He's got in there $1.30 for Lord Chef. Goulburn race 1, Selfish Touch 18, Castle Point 570, Tights on Fire 410, Bayview 440, 11 Mayan Bell 280, Tribon Undercover Lad at $35. That's the market for the first event, where they are moving in quite well. Now the minor placings at Bulli: 1 Second Yankee Crusader, 2 Idealistic third, so the official numbers are 6, 1 and 2 on race 1. Now they're just about ready at Goulburn for the first event. Here is Tony Campbell.
Yeah, good on you, Matt. Good afternoon to you, and good afternoon to all the viewers right around Australia on Sky Channel. Big day of racing, Goulburn. Just waiting on Selfish Touch and Mayan Bell and Castle Point. Now Selfish Touch goes up, Mayan Bell is in. Bayview, the inside runner. Just waiting on Castle Point to move in, and we'll have a start in the first of 8 here at Goulburn on this glorious day. Castle Point goes up. Now they're in. Set to run on the first. They stand up well. Race 1, starter goes up. 1,600 metres the journey. Light blinking. This is Goulburn. They're off. Good start, although Castle Point went back to the tail of the field with Selfish Touch when they hit the ground, and Bayview on the inside got away well from Tights on Fire. Tribon is prominent. Around the field is Selfish Touch, followed by Mayan Bell and further back Undercover Lad, and Castle Point at the tail of the field, sorting themselves out as they race towards the back. They've got about 1,300 to go, and the leader was Selfish Touch under a good rein leading. Now Mayan Bell is running second. Tights on Fire third down towards the inside, a neck off then Tribon, followed further back than Undercover Lad. And Castle Point and Bayview are the last pair. In the back straight, racing down towards the 1,000, race 1 Goulburn, and the leader, no change in the order. Selfish Touch leads 3/4 of a length in front of Mayan Bell. Getting a beautiful run, Tights on Fire on the inside of Tribon. A length or so behind those Undercover Lad, followed then by Bayview, and ahead off Castle Point on the outside. As they race down the side of the track, they've got 700 metres to go, and the leader was Selfish Touch, a long neck in front of Mayan Bell, applying the pressure. In behind those Tribon going well, followed by Tights on Fire, going up 3 wide Undercover Lad, further back in the field Castle Point, and Bayview is relegated to the tail of the field, but they're packing up as they race towards the turn. 450 metres to go, and Selfish Touch is headed now by Mayan Bell in the centre, going up 3 wide. Running on was Tribon, further back behind those Castle Point. Tights on Fire can't get a run, and down the outside Undercover Lad's putting in a run there, spread across the track at the 200 metre mark now, and Bayview has darted through to hit the lead. Bayview has kicked away, followed by Tribon under pressure, and Undercover Lad down the outside, but Bayview races away. Bayview too strong. Now Tights on Fire second, Castle Point third. In behind those then Undercover Lad, followed by Tribon disappointing. Mayan Bell second last, and Selfish Touch, one of the early leaders, pulled up at the tail of the field. 5-4-3. Bayview is the winner. Rolly Saxton riding in top form. 5, 4 and 3 after the first race here. 5-4-3. Now the winner Bayview is trained at Maria by Wayne Davey, ridden by Rolly Saxton, a 4-year-old chestnut mare, Victory Prince out of Bayzari, who was a former very good race mare. The owners S.M. and C. Cameron and Mrs. M. O'Brien. Bayview too good. Now second will go to number 4, Tights on Fire, also trained by Wayne Davey. So the Quinella in the first to Wayne Davey. Bobby Alyssa was the rider, and 3 Castle Point third, ridden by Craig Agnew. Bayview on the NSW TAB 462.10, Tights on Fire 220, and no dividend for number 3 Castle Point. Well, Tribon given every possible chance by Andrew Payne, beautifully positioned, couldn't run on in the straight. Very, very disappointing indeed. And that's the result of the first. 5-4-3, and we'll have more from Goulburn in just a moment.
Okay, Tony, and have a good day there at Goulburn this afternoon. That's the first race decided. We've got the second at Moonee Valley coming up.
Yes, Matthew, the reason Jamie Whitney is not riding today, he broke an arm in a barrier accident at Canberra yesterday. He was on the favourite in the 2-year-old, and the horse must have read or something in the barrier stalls. So Jamie Whitney probably will be out for some time. He broke an arm in a barrier accident in the 2-year-old race at Canberra yesterday. So that's the reason why. Bad luck for Jamie Whitney. He's been doing so well since he moved to the Callaghan establishment. But Jay Whitney broke an arm in a barrier accident at Canberra yesterday. Now they're moving in well. Vane Victor goes up. Now Dapper's Magic past fit to race. Dapper's Magic, or Dapper Magic, past fit to race in this particular event. Waiting on Marinella's Gift to move along, and Count Sikri. Inga's out of line, so too is Tangaluma Gold. Speaking of Canberra, Two-year-old nominations for the Black Opal in March. The Black Opal series closed today at 4 o'clock, please note, owners and trainers. Two-year-old nominations for the Tooheys Black Opal series, the Black Opal Preview and the Black Opal Stakes closed today at 4 o'clock with the Race Club. So that's two-year-old nominations for this year's Black Opal series. And the Black Opal Stakes, the big one, is on Sunday, March the 15th. Waiting on Marinella's Gift to move along, and we'll have a start. Count Sickery's gone up, Vain Victor the inside runner. Now they're all in. Marinella's Gift, the last one to move along, stand by. Over 1,200 metres, Vain Victor stood in the stalls and missed it by a big space. Spy Novel got away well and Dapper Magic ridden hard down towards the inside. Not too far away was Count Sickery as they sort themselves out. A long breaking, followed by Tangalooma Gold. A break of about 2 to Marinella's Gift, second last, and 3 then. Vain Victor at the tail of the field as they leave the back and race down the side past the 800 metre mark, and the grey Spy Novel is the leader. 2 in front of Dapper Magic, going well as Count Sickery third. Moving closer to the leader, a long break behind those Inga, followed by Marinella's Gift. Losing a bit of ground was Tangalooma Gold, and length then Vain Victor last of all. 500 out as they race up towards the turn. Race 2 Goulburn, and the leader was Spy Novel. Hard ridden Dapper Magic second, followed by Count Sickery, ready to pounce behind that pair. A long break behind those, Marinella's Gift running on fairly well, and the next one was Inga, followed by Vain Victor and Tangalooma Gold. Well in the straight with about 300 to go. Shaken up Spy Novel is taken on by Inga in the centre. Now here's Marinella's Gift with a big run right down the outside. Count Sickery's under pressure, can't win, but out very wide. Marinella's Gift and Inga, they're fighting it out. Inga, Marinella's Gift, Inga doing too well near the line, and Inga just beat Marinella's Gift. Third was Spy Novel, followed then by Dapper Magic. Count Sickery failed to run on in the straight. A long break, Tangalooma Gold and Vain Victor last. Inga, trained on the track by Danny Williams. Number 2 Inga, Matthew Carl, fought it out with Marinella's Gift. The pair went stride for stride, but Inga, you'll find, will just get in here, nothing much in it. Inga raced by A.M. Cardi, P.P. Wolanski, M.D. Wiener, S.P. Poitevin, Simon Poitevin and P.H. Green. A 6-year-old bay gelding racing his fun out of Nikita. Danny Williams Goulburn, the trainer. Not much in it, but you'll find that Inga has won by about a nose or maybe 3/4 of a nose. And Inga, having his 31st start today, is now a 6-year-old bay gelding Inga, and 31 starts now, 6 wins, 5 seconds and 3/3. Yes, it's fairly close, but Inga, in those familiar maroon colours with the white armbands and white cap, has just beaten Marinella's Gift, trained at Maria by Rada Poljan, and the grey Spy Novel. Count Sickery again disappointing, given the run of the race by Bobby Alyssa, but failed to run on in the straight, and it was left between Inga and Marinella's Gift, who came from a long way back to fight out the finish. Now we'll have the official numbers in a moment after the running of race 2. It's the Blues Music and Goulburn Open handicap over 1,200 metres. Now here are the details. They're official now. The winner scored by a half head, 2-3-5. 2 the winner Inga, Matthew Carl. 1 Count Sickery, Bobby Alyssa second. 5 Spy Novel, Greg Farrer third. 4th number 4 Dapper Magic, and 1 Count Sickery 5th. Now the winner scored by a half head with 3 lengths second and third. A half head by 3. 108.46 the time. 108.46, and we'll have more in just a moment.
Righto, thanks very much for that, Tony. Moonee Valley Race 3 is coming up next.
Jan to move along. The line is almost set here. This is the third event. And away they go, a good level start. Now Star Clip got away well, and Brother Mick is driving up along the inside, further back behind those Bell Minis, Luck and Lusty on the rails. Further break as they sort themselves out, Lord of Roseville, followed by He's the Greatest. All tangled up as second last, and Prince Jan on the outside as they settle down and race down the side, and the leader was Brother Mick in front of Star Clip, followed by Lusty third. A neck off fourth on the outside, Bell Minis, Luck, followed by Lord of Roseville. They're starting to bunch up, all tangled up as next, followed by Prince Jan. And a long neck then, He's the Greatest last of all. Racing up towards the turn, they've got about 500 to go, little between Brother Mick and Star Clip. They're going stride for stride, wide on the track, Lord of Roseville's running on, and wider still is all tangled up, followed further back then Brother Mick. Now Lusty lost his position on the turn, and a further break behind those Bell Minis, Luck in the straight with about 300 to go, and Star Clip down towards the inside is the leader. Brother Mick is trying hard, followed out wide, Boyle tangled up then Lusty, and a break behind those He's the Greatest. It's Star Clip the leader, Brother Mick is trying hard on the outside. It's Star Clip holding the lead near the line, and Star Clipper's too good. Star Clipper's beaten Brother Mick, third Lusty. In behind those then came He's the Greatest, followed by Old Tangled Up. A break then Prince Jan, followed by Bell Minnie's Luck, and Lord of Roseville was the last one across the line. 11 Star Clipper's the winner. On the tote, $14 for the win, $3.20 for the place. Brother Mick, $1.60, and Lusty will get third, returning $1.40. 11.52 in the third event of the day, 11.52. Now that winner is trained by Graham Rogerson, Star Clip, trained at Randwick. Graham Rogerson, a good ride by Neil Payne, is raced by BD Old, a 4-year-old chestnut gelding, by Famous Star out of K Ward, and Star Clip was having his 6th start today for first win, of course. Brother Mick, again a placing today, trained at Rose Hill by Neville Cox, Grant Buckley. Brother Mick is raced by the Star Vam Syndicate, and is by our Paddy Boy out of Ripan. And number 2, Lusty, the favourite. Third is by Canonize out of Chicholina, trained by Gary Kirkup and Greg Farrer. 11.52, but a good win to 11 Star Clip, ridden by Neil Payne, trained at Royal Randwick by Graham Rogerson, and we'll have more in a moment.
Thanks, Tony. 11.52 on race 3 at Goulburn. Now, Moonee Valley race 4 is coming up in a moment.
Today at 4 o'clock. That's the 2-year-old nominations for the Black Opal Series at the Canberra Racecourse in, well, this coming March. 2-year-old noms. Now, waiting on Sister Brenda to move along, Matthew Cole, the replacement rider. Finish Up Dancing still out of line, and Ruling Stars riderless, and Snare, and there's one right down near the end of the chute there. There's 2, in fact, the Grey Udell and Our Miracle. Still a few to move in here. Good betting race. Favourite now is Finish Up Dancing into $2.90 and $1. Ahead of Snare at $4.50, $2.20. They're the 2 below. There's one other below $10. That's number 1, Sister Brenda, $9.62.70, trained by Frank Cleary. And I believe Frank and his wife Sue holidaying up on the Gold Coast, as most people are, most prominent racing identities do at this time of the year. Sunbathing up on the Gold Coast. Mr. and Mrs. F.S. Cleary. Now waiting on Sister Brenda to move along. The rider's out of the saddle, Matthew Carl. And that will leave Finish Up Dancing. Oh, still about 5 to move in here. Our Miracle is riderless. Snare is some distance behind the stalls. Just checking those other riding changes. In this race, of course, M.A. Carl on 1, Bobby Alyssa on 4. Now in race 5, number 3, Radical Lass is Matthew Carl. Matthew Carl replaced Rowley Saxton on 3, Radical Lass. In race 6, number 3, Untrue, Bob Alyssa replaced Rowley Saxton. Race 6, number 3, Untrue, is Bobby Alyssa. And I think that just about wraps up the riding engagements. In the last race, I'm not sure what appears in the press, but in the race book on 6, Pokey's Pet, it's got Adrian Late. That should be the brother Jamie. In the race book, it's got Adrian Late on 6, Pokey's Pet in the last. That should read Jamie Late, Adrian's brother. Now, Finish Up Dancing still out of line. Snare some distance behind the barrier stalls, as is Udell, and Our Miracle is riderless. This is the 4th event, the Australian Blues Music Festival Fillies and Mares Maiden Handicap. Now, Finish Up Dancing, the favourite on the toad, goes up. On the NSWTAB, 261.20, Finish Up Dancing. Kim Bell is the rider, trained by Harry Bedford at Rose Hill. Now, Udell the Grey is out with Snare, and I think the other one is Our Miracle. Eamon Halo stands up towards the inside of the line. Previous race taken out by 11 Star Clip, Neil Payne, who beat 5 Brother Mick, Grant Buckley, and third was Lusty, Greg Farrer. A length and a half, 2 1/4 with the margins. 1:04.02 the time. Star Clip, trained by Graham Rogerson at Randwick. Now here's one away here. One's broken away. It looks like, I think it's number 3. I think Our Miracle is broken away by the looks of things, yes. Our Miracle is heading back towards the enclosure here. So studios, take it back, and we'll keep you posted regarding whether or not Our Miracle will start in this race.
The way it's bolting, I'd say no. It's going flat out, this horse. In fact, they had a hold of it out behind the line, a couple of attendants, but it must have thrown its head back, been able to get away from them, and took off in the opposite direction. As you can see, it's going the Victorian way of going. They might need to send it down to Moonee Valley. But as it comes down past the crowd, no doubt they'll give him a bit of a whistle up, not making it easy for that handler to pick it up. Probably the crowd giving him a bit of a razz would probably stir him up a little bit. They'll have another go to try and grab him, but gee, I tell you what, the way he's performing, I can't see him taking his place in the field. past the winning post. He's just sidestepped about 2 more barrier staff or attendants there. The clerk of the course is in hot pursuit after this escapade. So whether they'll be able to collar this mare, well, they've got her backed up into one of the chutes there. This often does the trick. She's gone back into the 1600 metre chute there, and so they might be able to grab her. She's out. Yep, the stewards have scratched her. They're not tolerating that behaviour, and after going flat strap like that, it would be silly to allow her to run this mare, Our Miracle. She's a bit upset about something today. I was just about to say I hope she doesn't jump the fence. As soon as I was about to say that, over she went. Anyway, so they're persevering. She's off the track at least, but whether they're going to be able to get her or not, obviously they won't be able to let the rest of the field go until they've got her. She's out in the car park now, heading back to the to her day stall maybe, Our Miracle. So she's really got away this one. And the rest of the field are all standing there. They've been standing in the barriers for some time now. Our Miracle doesn't look like she's coming back, that's for sure. I don't know whether they'll wait for her until they catch her or not before they let them go. We'll keep Goulburn monitored anyway. Our Miracle's out of the market, so 10 for Sister Brenda, Finish Up Dancing 225 for Snare, and then through to number 10, Tulip Angel, at $11 for race number 4. She's over in the stabling area. Finish Up Dancing $2.20 is a solid favourite for race 4. Our Miracle, a late scratching, about 3 minutes 23, 3:23 p.m. Eastern Summer Time, the official scratching time. 6:10 for Udell. Yeah, so the rest of the field standing there, just waiting for them to catch that escapade. We'll look ahead to Moonee Valley, able to catch Our Miracle, so they should be off right now.
We'll start with the exception of Tulip Angel, who went back to the tail of the field. Ruling Star, Biscuit Bay and Sister Brenda got away well, and then Finish Up Dancing. Ridden hard as Snare going up around the field, followed then by Udell. Vice is getting back, followed by Bridal Peace. Eamon Halo back towards second last, and a long last was Tulip Angel. On settling down as they race down the side, Sister Brenda leads a long neck Ruling Star. In behind those, the grey Udell moves to third, followed by Biscuit Bay. Vice is getting up along the inside. Finish Up Dancing between that group of horses, a break behind those. Snare under the whip and dropping right back through the field. Further back to Eamon Halo, followed by Bridal Peace, and forget about Tulip Angel. But around the turn, 400 to go, Ruling Stars the leader. Finish Up Dancing on the outside is running on fairly well. In between runners then is Vice coming up along the inside, and the grey Udell is putting in a run right down the outside. Further back then, Biscuit Bay. In the straight at the 200, Ruling Star battles out with Finish Up Dancing, and Udell is joining in out very wide. It's Finish Up Dancing on the outside, and Ruling Star. They're going stride for stride. Ruling Star in front, and Ruling Star's held on. Ruling Star a half head Finish Up Dancing. Now close for third, either Vice or Eamon Halo. In the field behind those, the Udell, followed by Sister Brenda Bridal Peace, Biscuit Bay, and the last pair were Tulip Angel and the very erratic in the straight Snare pulled up last. It was all over the place. 9.25, I think you'll find, but it's fairly close for third. But 9 Ruling Star narrowly over Finish Up Dancing. Number 2, the winner, number 9, Ruling Star, trained on the track at Goulburn by Wayne Hudd, ridden by Paul Rowe, a 4-year-old chestnut mare by Rise and Shine out of Kushla, raced by BV and RJ Tilden, WD Phillips and RA Williams. They go to the line, Finish Up Dancing on the outside, yes. This will get it. Ruling Star will get the verdict over number 2, Finish Up Dancing, ridden by Kim Bell. It was the favourite on the tote, $1.30 for the place. Now third, number 5, I think, Eamon Halo. It looks as though Eamon Halo will get third, just ahead of Vice, and Eamon Halo to return $4.20. So 9 Ruling Star, $39.80, $39.80, $8.40 for the place. Finish Up Dancing, $1.30, and if Eamon Halo gets third, $4.20. We'll confirm all numbers in a moment.
Okay, Tony, well, a bad result for punters there. Ruling Star winning the 4th event at Goulburn. Now, we've got a protest at Warwick, Nabil, on the previous race. Well, that race was 20 minutes ago, so there is no correct weight on the 4th, but there are no details at this stage either. We've just been informed, only just 20 minutes after the race, that there's a protest at Warwick, Nabil, on the 4th race. The next race there is due in about 15 minutes.
Pay the Kings. Pay the Kings now trained at Horsham by Darren Weir, formerly, of course, in the care of Terrio.
Radical S at 481.70. 1,600 metres the journey. Now, line is just about set over there at the 1,600. Starter goes up, and they're racing. Now, cut to size, missed it slightly. Hockey Tonk didn't jump all that well. Our Great Show landed in front, followed by Stop Louis, then Oxford Flyer out wide. Pentland Parade on the inside is not too far away. Then How's Aussie, followed by Radical S. Classic Lord is getting back in the field. Cut to size. Honky Tonk is second last, and two behind those, Me and Jack is last of all. Racing towards that first turn as they sweep down the back inside the 1,200. And the leader was Oxford Flyer, a length and 3/4 in front of Our Great Show. Now Stop Louis running third, a break of about 2.5 behind those, Pentland Parade. 3/4 of a length then Radical S, a further break to How's Aussie, worse than centre field. Further back in the field, Classic Lord, followed then by Cut to Size on the outside, then Hockey Tonk on the rails, and about 3 then Me and Jack at the tail of the field. As they leave the back and race down the side, 700 out, little change in the order. Oxford Flyer leads in second place. There was Stop Louis, followed then by Our Great Show. Starting a run now is Radical S going up 3 wide, and Pentland Parade is putting in a run also. In behind that group of horses going fairly well was How's Aussie being slapped up now, and the next one Cut to Size, followed by Honky Tonk. Our Classic Lord is second last, and Me and Jack at the tail of the field, but around the turn, and Oxford Flyer is the leader. Pentland Parade tries hard. In behind those, Radical S putting in a run down the centre, and out wide How's Aussie's running on, followed then by Honky Tonk, who's coming through the field. Out the 200 though, and out very wide. How's Aussie is the leader. Honky Tonk is trying hard. Pentland Parade still there, and Radical S. Here's a great go. It's Honky Tonk. Honky Tonk race to the lead, and Honky Tonk. Honky Tonk has beaten How's Aussie. Now close for third, Pentland Parade or Radical S. Further back in the field then came Our Great Show. Then Oxford Flyer, followed by Classic Lord. A break behind those then Stop Louis, and the last one was Cut to Size. Honky Tonk. The topical tip, 11.62.70. Number 2, How's Aussie, $1.20. Oh dear, oh me, Honky Tonk. Trained by Graham Rogerson, a winning double to Graham Rogerson. Honky Tonk, a 3-year-old chestnut filly by Just a Dancer out of Bride Devil. And as I mentioned to the Sky viewer listeners before the race with the Blues Music Festival next month, Honky Tonk would have to be the topical tip. Well, it sure was. Now, How's Aussie on the outside, number 2. It was showing $1.20, and it looks as though Radical Lass will get third, number 3, Radical Lass, to return $1.90. 723, 723, following the running of race 5. Number 7, the winner, Honky Tonk, raced by the Rogerson Racing Partnership Syndicate. The manager, George Cronitis, D.L. Guijo, I think it is, and Mrs. W.H. Fox and M. Arley. A 3-year-old chestnut filly, Just a Dancer out of Bride Devil, Graham Rogerson, Brad Pengelly, the winning rider. Number 2, How's Aussie, second, trained at Rose Hill by Brad Puckridge, Bobby Alyssa, the rider there, and 3, Radical Lass, third, trained at Maruya by Rada Bolgen and Matthew Carl. 7-2-3 in a very keenly contested race. How's Aussie got a long way back early, but loomed up on the outside, but no sooner had How's Aussie appeared to get to the lead when Honky Tonk burst through, and also Radical Lass was putting in a run, and Pentland Parade wasn't all that far away. 7-2-3. We'll have more from Goulburn in just a moment.
Okay, Tony, the next race, race 6, Bob Alyssa's picked up the ride on Untrue. Number 3 replaces Rowley Saxton, and Herard is out, number 8. That's for the 6th event, the Class 1. Tony's tip, So Turbulent, a special in the next race. Bull-eye dividends on race 70. How's Aussie, $1.20, $1.90 Radical Lass, 22.20 Quinella, and the trifecta 193 even on race 5 at Goulburn. 60, which is Bob Alyssa's ride. He's replacing Rowley Saxton. 6.50 Maypole Dancer, 8.70 Sweetener, and then Star of Everly at $8.50. And they have moved in very quickly at Goulburn. They didn't muck around. All of these horses are well behaved, so they didn't have any problems getting them in. Only 3 to go in, and we're about 30 seconds shy of start time. So here's Tony for the 6th.
Thanks, Matt. Moving in for the 6th event of the day, waiting on the favourite. So Turbulent to move along. Star of Everly is out, and Sweetener. Sweetener races in the same colours, same connections of the horse Inga that won earlier today, maroon with white armband, and the white cap, trained by Danny Williams at Goulburn. Now Star of Everly goes up, Maypole Dancer's in line. Low Move stands well. Untrue, the inside runner. Now So Turbulent goes up, Greg Farrer the rider, it's the favourite. Now waiting on Sweetener to complete the line. Very pleasant day here today. Now, Sweetener about to move forward. Ghost Chippers in. Star of Everly. Now, here's Sweetener being led forward. Sweetener goes up. Now, Sweetener goes in, so the line is set race 6. All in the barrier stalls. They're under starters' orders now. Stand by. They're set. And away they go. Now Lomu was slowly away and Star of Everly got the best of it. Now So Turbulent is prominent, so too is Untrue, and Lomu is driving through the field now. Easing in behind that group was Sweetener, followed by Secret Adventure, Ghost Ship. A long break in the field then Superior Step and Maypole Dancer last of all. On settling down as they leave the back and race down the side under a good rein. Star of Everly is the leader. 2 over Lomu, followed by head off on the inside Untrue. Then So Turbulent, a break behind those Sweetener between runners, followed then getting a bit of a check there was Secret Adventure, eased back sharply. A break on the outside behind those then Superior Step, followed by Ghost Chip, and about 2 to Maypole Dancer last of all. Up towards the turn, 500 to go, and Star of Everly doing it well. Lomu is second. Out wide, So Turbulent runs on, followed by Untrue back along the inside, and a break behind those Sweetener as they flatten for the run down the straight. In behind those Maypole Dancer in the straight with about 300 to go though, and Lomu is the leader. So Turbulent runs on fairly well, and out wider on the track was Secret Adventure. It's as they race down towards the 200. So Turbulent is the leader now, but coming very quickly is Secret Adventure out very wide. Secret Adventure raced to the lead near the line, and Secret Adventure too good. Sweetener got up for to run second. Now close for third, So Turbulent or Lomu down towards the inside. Back behind those Untrue. Then Ghost Ship further back in the field. Superior Step. Star of Everly pulled up very quickly, as did Maypole Dancer.
Number 9, Secret Adventure, home at $13.20 and $2.90. 5, Sweetener, $2, and So Turbulent, number 1, at $1.60. So Goulburn, race 6, number 9, Secret Adventure, ridden by Jamie Ennis, has got the money. Now we've got some dividends to clear at Warwick-Nabil on race 6 stall.
The Merino Cup, good field, well supported. Beauvale favourite. They're racing. Now Beauvale got away well, but Aquabelle towards the inside and Gus Old Boy beat them out. Going up towards the lead there was Final Catch. Further back then on High Above, not too far away Zoema. Off the track, Governor Peters going around the field. Beauvale settling down midfield now. On its outside was Star Journey, followed by Gelato. Greet the Judges second last. And We Did It at the tail of the field in the back straight inside the 1,000 in the Merino Cup. And Gus Old Boy is the leader, 1 length in front of Final Catch, followed then by Governor Pete. Aquabelle and Zoema between runners. A break of about 2.5 then came on High Above, and Beauvale's on the rails. A length and a quarter behind those then Star Journey. Further back Gelato, followed by We Did It and Greet the Judge, relegated to last. Down the side in the direction of the 600 metre mark, and Gus Old Boy joined by Final Catch on the outside. In behind those Governor Pete, followed then by Zoema. Aquabelle's on the inside and not too far away on High Above. Further back behind those, ridden along a bit, was Beauvale, and further back behind those Star Journey, followed by Gelato, but Gus Old Boy is the leader with about 300 to go. Gus Old Boy is the leader, battling on from Aquabelle. Out wide on the track, running on was on High Above, looking for a way between runners there, Beauvale, but under plenty of pressure. Inside the 200 though, and out very wide, Final Catch, and Aquabelle raced up to hit the lead on High Above on the outside, and Gelato flying down towards the